We've all seen the photos. Dogs everywhere. The issue peaked with this peacock. Yeah, it's a full-grown peacock, and the woman whose shoulder it's sitting on said she couldn't possibly travel without her feathered friend. And then there's the emotional support squirrel. Is any of this legit? Tonight, we have 4 perspectives, from someone with mental illness, to the people who put up with it on airplanes, to a local landlord, and a disability advocate. First up, Shanna Duffy, who suffers from bipolar disorder and survived a sexual assault.
And I no longer felt safe in my own home.
That's when her doctor suggested she get Apollo.
Okay, I'll be blunt. There was one night I was thinking about killing myself. And the thought popped into my head, who's going to take care of Apollo? And that was enough for me to just stop thinking about it.
Apollo is everything to her, but she's had people give her the side eye once or twice.
I have no fear in telling people, hey, I was inpatient in a psych facility and a doctor told me to get a dog. So when you get your medical degree, we can have this conversation again.
Let's pause this 360 and explain the difference between an emotional support animal and a service dog. ADA service dogs are specifically trained like a seeing eye dog, and they get to go anywhere. The rules, though, are a lot squishier for emotional support animals. They help someone with mental distress and can be any animal. Owners get to travel and live with them for free, no pet deposit. That's supposed to be after a doctor or a therapist says they need one, but plenty of people just lie. And that's a problem for our next person, the vice president for the airline advocacy group Airlines for America.
What's really happening is we've got a lot of folks who, for one reason or other, they're trying to avoid the pet fee.
Airlines have seen a 50% increase in people bringing emotional support animals on board. She says it's time to tighten the leash and the regulations.
We're not allowed to say no unless that animal is so big that it creates some type of a safety issue, like you remember Dexter the peacock.
Back on the ground.
So this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom unit.
Teo Nikolai is a local landlord and a member of the Apartment Association of Metro Denver.
So when it comes to mental health, I am all for anything which will help someone overcome those problems.
His view, people should be in the doghouse for gaming the system.
It's very common for people to come and present what is in fact a pet as an emotional support animal. And I think it's a huge disservice to the people who actually need it.
Faking an emotional support dog is like parking in a handicap spot without the placard, he says. Why not have a registration system to track those who really need it?
What we certainly would like to see more of is more verification, more documentation.
Check this out. We logged online and got an emotional support certificate for my dog Rocky for about $100. I answered honestly a few questions about having trouble sleeping and feeling stressed, but let's be honest, I'm a healthy guy. I never had to talk to anyone on the phone. I never visited a medical health professional in person. Yet look at my emotional support dog certificate. But before you go making up your mind about all of this, let me pull in another point of view from disability advocate Emily Harvey.
We don't believe that the laws need to be stricter regarding service animals and emotional support animals.
The reason? She doesn't want life to be made tougher for those with disabilities. And she worries about some new airline policies. They require passengers to get a doctor and veterinarian's note 48 hours before flying with an emotional support animal.
Which seems fine until you meet someone who's blind and now they can't fly for 2 days because they have this restriction that they have to give the airline a certain amount of notice.
So what do you think? Will the regulations hurt people who are disabled? Should landlords get to charge for all pets? Has this gone too far in the air? Are we unfairly judging those with mental health challenges? I've been talking about this all day on my Facebook page, so come chat with me here or email me at 360@thedenverchannel.com. In Denver, Jace Larson, Denver 7.